now she figured out that she has no fear, and she figured out that she can ride her. She's got this little like Disney princess push car thing that she can scoot around on. Well, now she figured out she can ride that thing like a skateboard and stand up on it.
Oh my.
She's fallen off at least 3 times that I know of.
Did she cry?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she does.
Well, it sits like this high off the ground, and she's standing on it. So from the table, it sits about that high off the ground.
Takes a little tumble.
And then her head is just so big that she's very top heavy. So of course when she falls,
Don't ever say that about any other woman ever. just your daughter is okay. Well, she's a child. Anyways.
that they're top heavy or that they
Don't
have a big
stop
head?
saying that. That's terrible.
Which one? Which one can I
Don't
not
say
say?
it again. Don't say it again. We're all gonna get in trouble.
Okay, Joe is here.
Oh my gosh! Aunt Julie's cream puffs. So good.
I don't know how these two even stay skinny. Kind of. There's 2 here. You can only see one.
Oh, fine. I'll move over closer to you. Mooch is gonna have to move
Moocher,
down.
scoot over.
Oh, ow, God. Ah.
Aw, he dinged his little knee. I watched him take a door down yesterday. Or 2 days ago.
Yesterday, you weren't here
I
yesterday.
couldn't be here. Here's the deal, Steinway.
Sorry that you have stuff to do.
Oh, so you weren't here yesterday. Guess what? I've been waiting for an entire year, over a year, planning this, to have this specific baby be born, this little foal, and you're giving me a hard time for not being here
Can I ask
yesterday.
a question?
I guess.
Don't sound so excited about it. So, what do horses do in the wild when they have babies?
You know, I think this is funny because people that don't know would say, oh, just let them all have them by themselves. Who cares? And it actually, see, now you're making me mad because that kind of pisses me off. Because somebody else here kind of referred to the same thing before.
Who was
as
that
well.
somebody else?
I've had babies die. With me being there, I've had babies die. I've had complications in these horses. I've seen maiden mares reject their foals, and this is a maiden mare. I've seen horses not get their milk in. I've seen all kinds of things happen. Malpresentation. You think I'm gonna let that mare after everything I've done? You think I'm gonna let her foal alone? You think I'm gonna let her foal alone? No, I got. It's an investment. I invested in the mare. I invested in the stallion. These are not dink horses. I invested in the stallion, and I have been waiting for over a year.
I'm still wondering
So-
who the other person was that said this.
I'm not going to say it. They know who they are. And the question irritates me because I put a lot of effort into it. And I don't care what anybody else thinks. This is what I do, and this is what I love to do. So everyone can think, well, you just let them have them all by themselves in the wild, and that's great. How many of them in the wild die?
All of them. A lot of them.
So
It's the same thing with pigs.
I'm just saying, I'll take my days off when I want to, and I will be there. And guess what? In March, I'm going to have another baby. And guess what? Same thing's going to happen. And I don't care if it inconveniences all of you. Okay. Okay.
You off your soapbox?
I'm off now.
Okay.
I got that off my chest.
Oh.
That's spicy, Marianne.
That's when Will gets to poke Marianne and Marianne gets angry about
I
it.
do, because it just irritates me, because I understand I've been waiting for this mare for like 2.5 weeks to have her baby, but sorry if it irritates anybody, but I didn't spend all this money and put in all this effort for nothing. So that's how I feel
No,
about
it's
that.
not for nothing. Got a little colt.
I know, he's super cute, a little red colt.
I heard he's gonna be named Valentino.
He is not going to be named Valentino. Now
I haven't been
now
able to
he's-
pick on you all week.
Now he's poking the bear. I'm not naming the horse, but
All
there is a pretty famous paint horse stallion named Valentino already. But I'm not naming the baby after Valentine's Day because he was born on the 14th. Sorry.
Olaf thought it was a great idea.
Ain't
last
happening.
night.
No, it's not happening. That's not his name. I do like the well, I told Aubrey if she ever comes and sees it, that she could name this baby If she does not name the baby, I have a name picked out, and it's all about the star on his forehead.
You got a little
His star is perfect, like that. It's a really, it's a beautiful, perfect little star.
What do you got named Star?
It's like it looks like, like the northern star, like you'd see in a cartoon at Christmas, like it's like this long diamond shaped perfect. That's what it looks like. It's beautiful. Anyway.
So what else can I poke you about? I haven't seen you like all week.
Because you were gone.
I'm sorry that I have a job too.
Whatever.
Sorry that it's
I'm gonna
meeting
go to the neighboring district this afternoon, and these two are like, "You don't have to go there."
Oh.
Oh, really? I'm working and I'm helping them. What are you doing? Oh, I couldn't be here because I was working. Same thing.
I have to go.
But I was working for our district. Oh yeah, we got to send her over to St. Helens today
Before.
to go to Northwest Apparel for those mask bags.
Did you call them and?
No, that's what I was going to talk to you about today.
I'm not gonna go.
Okay. I mean,
just-
yeah, you can take them in
I
there.
just need to know who I need to talk to there.
Oh, Julie or Mark Sandstrom. They run it.
Okay.
They're going to be the people that are there. When you walk in the door, one of them will be there. I think they have somebody that works for them, but someone will be there to help you.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to call them before we sent her over and let them know, hey, we've got all of this stuff. We've got everything laid out.
It'd
So
be
we're
interesting
just.
if our clothes order was finally in.
Oh, that'd be neat,
I
wouldn't it?
mean, I don't know if, but yeah, it might be. If the clothes order's in, then she can go pick all the clothes up.
Twofer.
It'd be a twofer.
Ooh, by the way, we need ideas for sourdough.
What is
Because
that noise?
it's an outside thing. I don't know. Because I had a mishap feeding my sourdough yesterday.
What?
It's very funny.
What is that? What is wrong with you? Why do you put so much flour in it?
It's 1 cup. That's what Aunt
He
Julie
thinks
told
he
me
needs
to
to
do.
put an entire cup
Oh,
in
it's
there
a
every
tender
week.
out there.
1 cup.
It's a tender?
It's a field truck. They're filling up our tank.
Mhm.
Aunt Julie said I needed to put 1 cup in there to feed the starter.
I think you're feeding too much.
I think you don't know what you're doing. Cause I'm doing what Aunt Julie told me to. I had 3 of those big jars full of starter, and we weren't using it.
He's gonna.
So-
he's gonna.
So
That,
we
he's gonna overflow that.
We consolidated
Oh my,
to a bigger
the-
jar.
Oh my gosh. Nobody. What? Okay. So,
Okay,
you,
so
here's
if
what
anybody-
you do.
If
If
anybody
you-
wants any
All you
starter,
gotta do is pour some out.
if anybody wants any starter, we're gonna start selling it.
I saw
We're gonna
this-
call it Fire Starter. This was Mary Ann's idea, by the way.
He's gonna have the whole fridge full of starter.
It's gonna be great. And then we're gonna sell it $10 a jar.
Okay, so there's a few jars already. Come get it. Come and get it.
Fed it.
Cash your check. Make your checks out to Miss Birkenfeld RFPD for the fire starter.
I just texted my grandma and goes, "Hey, you want some sourdough starter?"
Fire Starter. You want some Fire Starter?
She don't have any reason for fire starter.
You mean your grandma Mary Lou, your grandma?
No, my
I was like, what's
Dad's
Mary
mom.
Lou gonna make? Sourdough pancakes. They probably have a carb in them.
you're not wrong there.
Yeah. Well,
What else
ooh,
did you two?
Mooch got a special pancake this morning.
And how was that special?
So
I come in, by the way, and this is where they are in this room eating pancakes.
I'm watching softball.
Yeah, I'm watching softball and drinking Monster.
Well,
Okay, so what was your special pancake?
so Mooch was looking up recipes on what we can make with the sourdough starter.
We were gonna make freaking garlic knots, but they take 14 million hours to freaking
She's mad because you have to let the dough proof and
hate
ferment.
bread. Hate any sort of bread.
She's obviously not a patient person.
Garlic sourdough nuts. Those sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, but no. we
I'm
have
sorry
to
you can't
wait
make them in 2 minutes.
14 million hours just
Oh, yeah,
freaking
yeah.
wait for 'em.
You have to let the dough proof overnight before you cut them.
Oh no.
Stupid.
Maybe next week, like when you come in on a Monday or something. Monday?
I was gonna do it all on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday?
Yeah, I'll prep the dough on Tuesday. So
Look at
that I
this.
can bake
This
them on
girl
Wednesday.
has Aunt Julie and Will eaten out of her hands. Why is this? I don't know. But these two, yeah, it's true.
Are you gonna eat the garlic knots?
And you say, probably not.
'Kay.
You say that I baby her. You say I baby her.
I can't do anything.
You want to know who babies her? Aunt Julie and Will baby her.
I make food. If I say
At her
anything,
beck and call.
if I say
If she comes
anything
in, I'm
wrong
hungry.
about her, it's Mama Bear to the rescue.
Yeah, but if she comes in here and goes, I'm hungry. Will, stop the presses. Will's getting up. He's
Okay.
got to go make her some.
He literally
Something
Yeah,
walked
to
in her defense today, I walked in and basically said, too early for this crap. And then walked past her, she was sitting down, and I said, don't look at me like that, I'm making food, don't worry.
Oh my gosh, these guys. Oh, by the way, does anybody want any wasabi peas?
Oh yeah, somebody ruined wasabi by putting peas on them.
I don't think they're real peas, you guys.
They're freeze-dried.
Oh, they're freeze-dried
They're freeze-dried
in
peas.
wasabi?
Yep,
Disgusting.
Somebody might like that.
that's
If
horrible.
you like wasabi peas, have we got a deal for you?
Oh, well you
Come
can come
on
get
down.
'em. They're disgusting.
If they're still here next week on the counter and no one has eaten them,
Oh no, if they're,
guess where they're gonna
you
go?
probably won't see them, because if they're still here by the end of the day,
I wonder what it would be like if you. I shouldn't say that. I love animals and I don't ever want to hurt animals. But I'm just gonna say, what would it be like if you fed those to a duck? I don't have ducks, and
Do you
I'm
think-
not gonna do it.
do you think ducks have taste buds?
It will light it up from the inside.
Anyway, yeah, light it up, I'm on
You didn't come up-
fire.
BTW, I'm disappointed in you. You didn't come up with any topics for today's podcast.
Been a little busy. Did you?
No, absolutely
you?
not.
Was it supposed to?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
We
sit
all
here
were.
and do nothing. That's my thing.
Her
Well,
thing is she sits here and does nothing.
your new thing is to come up with topics. So,
What about the shooting that happened yesterday?
oh yeah, at the
That was
Chiefs.
horrible.
At the Chiefs.
I haven't heard anyone from the Chiefs say anything about it yet.
Mahomes.
What did he say?
He just said prayers for Kansas City.
Oh,
Type of
I
thing.
didn't see that.
I didn't see it until I watched a TikTok and it was
Horrible.
talking about it, but I didn't know what they were talking about, and then I finally saw that they were doing like a.
Yeah.
Press.
Well, obviously I was at my house and I was perusing my social media and I saw something about shootings at the parade, and then it had only been a few minutes, and so I went to Channel 8 News and I saw it was running live that yeah, people had in fact been shot. It was a horrible deal.
It was.
And the day prior, I think, wasn't there another shooting the day prior? Was it at a church?
I don't know.
Something like
I
that. There was
didn't
some
hear about
other
that
thing. It was the day or the day before that. There was another shooting. I don't know if it was in a church, outside of a church, or some other shooting that went on. I just don't understand. Is that political? We don't want to talk political stuff.
No, we don't want to talk political stuff.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand why we're all trying to. We're trying to. It's not even. You're just trying to hurt people that you don't know, innocent families. Why? Because they're happy, because you're not happy. I mean, because why would you do something like that? Like, what makes a person wanna go to a crowd full of happy? Because it's a happy event. People are happy. Kids are out of school. Their families are bringing him. Can you imagine all the little sports kids that just love sports, that their parents are taking them to this big event? I mean, that's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, it's a
to
big.
have somebody there to want to spoil that
It's a
and hurt.
huge day for the city in general.
Yeah, I think they said there was 1 million people there
Mm-hmm.
at the parade. The whole entire parade, there was 1 million people there. I just don't understand. I guess I don't understand because I would not do something like that. I get that, but how sad do you have to be, or how angry, and does anger come from sadness? I kind of feel
Well,
like anger does come from sadness. I
Well,
think it's a
anger's-
secondary
anger's-
reaction.
Well, anger is a part of your 5 steps of a grieving process.
So, I
And
just
it's one of the first
it's
steps.
so sad. It's just so sad that people are so not happy in their lives that they want to hurt other people. They don't even know. These families are going to be affected for the rest of their lives. These kids are going to be affected. Even the kids that didn't get shot
Mm-hmm.
are going to be affected for the rest of their lives. This traumatic experience, it's like part of their innocence was taken away. Anyway, sorry, I don't keep going on, but it's just it's a sad state that we're in when this is almost a normal thing, when we have large events that somebody wants to take out their anger, their sadness, and their frustration on innocent people. It's just a sad thing. Anyway, that's all I got to say on that topic.
So, in brighter news, since nobody came up with topics, I found on one of my Google things.
Most vibrant town.
Yeah, most vibrant towns in Oregon, because we're gonna switch from the depressing story over to a vibrant.
I mean, I was just saying.
What
Okay,
happened to-
what's our
where-
most vibrant towns in Oregon?
What happened to the conversation that we weren't gonna do news or politics?
That wasn't politics, was it?
It was news.
It was news.
Yeah, we weren't gonna do that here. This is a happy podcast.
Okay, I was just saying what it is.
Yeah.
Calm down. weirdo.
Astoria's on the list though. Of
What'd you say?
of most
Vibrant?
vibrant towns
Okay,
in Oregon.
I'm sorry, Oregonians. I don't think Astoria is pretty, and I don't like it.
Do you
I've
know
never
the
thought. I've never thought it
Do
was.
you know the
pretty.
history of
Ugly.
Astoria?
It just reminds me of San Francisco.
Do you know the history of Astoria?
Sure, go ahead and tell me the history of Astoria.
Sure, you know it, or
No,
sure
I
you
don't know it. Tell me. I just think it's overcast all the time and
You
just drab. Blah.
you hate coast towns, don't
Smells
you?
like seawater.
Fish. Smells like fish. Yes, just say it. It smells like fish. Rotting dead fish carcasses.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
doesn't do anything
But
for me. Obviously, other people like it.
but
Come on, what are you gonna say?
I forgot.
This was his idea. This is what he brings. This is what he
This
brought.
is what
to
I
the
bring
table.
to the table. I just
That's what he brought.
I try to come up with
That's
topics.
what he brought to the table, folks.
Hood River. Hood River's a good one.
Yeah, Hood River's pretty.
Bend. I wish.
I like Bend, but it's just so now it's not.
It's just like a small Portland now, though.
Yeah.
Bend
very-
was great 20
Bend
years
is,
ago.
Bend is very trendy.
Yes, Bend is a small Portland.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. It's just a lot of the same. Oh look, tumbleweed. Oh look, dead tree. Oh look, brown grass.
When's the last time you've been to Bend?
It was for the music festival in like July.
Hey, if that's the
Central-
case, I haven't been to Bend since then. So
Central Oregon is gorgeous.
I think Central Oregon's beautiful.
Sisters,
Hey, but I
Sisters is on the list. You can get bear claws. You can get apple fritters. Oh, Sisters Bakery, I love you.
I think everybody. I think Joe, you and Joe Kaczynski love Sisters
Oh, my.
Bakery. I've never been there. I
Oh,
think Sisters
so
is beautiful.
good.
I do love that whole area, but I will say this.
Oh,
And it is not
let's hear it.
political.
Let's hear
okay,
it.
it's not political. Okay, like I don't care for Astoria
Mhm.
at all. Other people think it's beautiful and love it, like you, because you like the smell
I
of
don't
rotting
love it.
fish guts. And
I like the history of the buildings.
good for you. And then I like Central Oregon, and
love
our
Central
girl
Oregon.
Mooch over here thinks it's boring
Needs to go
and
live
doesn't like
somewhere
it. So to each
like
their
it.
own.
I love Central Oregon. If I could,
So do you like? But you like mountains. You like mountains and
There's
trees.
mountains
and
in
all
Central
that stuff.
Oregon.
Calm down. I'm asking her a question. Well, not you.
Okay.
But out.
there are
Okay.
there are bigger mountains in Central Oregon than there are here.
Mooch is speaking.
Mooch is wrong.
Probably. I like the way that it looks to a certain point, but once it's just
Central
like
Oregon or
yeah. Central Oregon.
Okay.
I like the way it looks to a point, but if there's not enough trees that aren't first of all dead and have something on them,
They're not dead.
I get so bored. They look dead.
They do look dead, but they're not dead.
It makes me mad because then there's just that it's brown.
If that makes you mad, you need to get a hold of
I-
yourself.
Yes,
I
no kidding.
need colors.
There's colors. Have you ever been to the Painted Hills?
Brown.
No.
All of
Reds
Central Oregon
and
is
blues
brown.
and yellows. The Painted Hills are gorgeous. Have you ever been to
What other
Lava
places?
Beds?
No.
High Desert Museum?
I think that would be cool to go to lava beds. I would like that. It's just an experience. I like it.
Because that's black. That's not brown.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Cannon Beach is on the list.
Love
Okay.
Cannon Beach.
I'm just not in.
I'm not a fan of Cannon
There's
Beach.
probably no seaside town you're gonna find that I'm gonna like, unless it's like Hawaii.
Hug Point.
Ooh, Joseph. Joseph's on the list.
No idea.
Like almost very northeast corner of Oregon. Over in the Wallowa Mountains.
Hmm.
Oh man. Speaking of Wallowa Mountains, you ever been to Hell's Canyon?
No.
You guys suck.
I like Grants Pass and Ashland. Those places.
Ashland was the first one on the list. I hate Ashland.
Why?
Because it's Ashland. Have you ever been
Okay.
to Ashland?
Okay. I said why I didn't care for Astoria. Maybe
Here's
elaborate
the
a little
problem.
bit
Here's
on
the problem with
Ashland.
Ashland. People.
That is very true.
There are a lot of people in
There's a lot of
Ashland.
people. I like Grants Pass because it's all like the old buildings,
Mm.
and there's a lot of like little storefronts. And
That's cool. That's cool.
it was hot
Mhm.
when I went.
What now?
New Deadpool movie's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So
How many Deadpool movies are there?
This will be the third one.
I guess I better watch the first and second ones then.
You might actually like it. Don't watch them with Oli.
Do you,
Don't.
okay, well, you know what I did watch with Oli last night, which was a shocker? Sorry, I'm gonna tell on you, Oli. I decided yesterday I changed from this movie that I started like halfway through. I changed it over to the news to watch the shooting. So- I have never seen World War Z. It's a zombie movie, everyone, with Brad Pitt.
Yes.
So
yes, it is.
Brad Pitt pulled me right in, and then no, but I was watching it and I was like, this is actually kind of interesting. And so then last night, after I watched a really dumb show on Netflix while Oli was gone, I decided I wanted to watch World War Z. So I found it. It was on Paramount Plus, and Oli walked in right when I started it. And so I'm like, well, I'm really gonna keep watching it, but I bet he goes to bed because he won't like what I'm watching. So I just assumed Oli would go to bed. No, Oli stayed up till 9:30 at night, saying, "I really need to go to bed." I said, "I am shocked you would watch this movie." And he said, "Well, it's what did he call it? It's not a thriller. Anyway, he just said it was exciting."
Action
He
movie.
watched a zombie movie. A zombie movie.
You know
with
the
me.
zombie movie's really good? Zombieland.
Oh,
I've
yes.
never watched a zombie movie before ever in my life.
You've never. So that reel that I sent you.
What reel? Was it on Insta?
Yes, it was.
You sent me a zombie reel?
It was from Zombieland. Oh no, that's this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive, because you said, "Oh my God, my
oh,
favorite."
that one? That was from Zombie
This is from Zombieland with Woody
Don't put it
Harrelson.
on there. It says a bad word. It says a bad word. It says a bad word. Calm down, Will.
It's not that bad of a word.
It still says a bad word.
It's referring to a female dog. It's not that bad of a word.
Okay, well, thank you for that, so everyone can know what he sends me off of Instagram.
It's off of a movie. Oh my God, I think you would love Zombieland.
Is it funny?
Oh, stupid
Oh,
funny.
it's so funny.
It's not, and it's got the action factor, but it's more of a comedy than anything.
It has Woody Harrelson in it?
Woody Harrelson, the kid from Social Network that plays Mark Zuckerberg. I can't think of his name. Anyway, and then Emma Stone.
Oh. Okay.
Hilarious. That would be a good one to watch here.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get that by the old Chiefster.
What was it? Was it Snowballs or Twinkies that you should
Twinkies.
Twinkies.
Twinkies what?
Yeah, he doesn't like snowballs. Don't say anything about
That's what it
snowballs.
was. Jesse
Because-
Eisenberg.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because that's Tallahassee, by the way,
Mhm.
is Woody Harrelson. Because their names are from the cities that they're from. It's got Bill Murray in it.
I'm not a Bill Murray fan.
What? You're not a
I'm
Bill
just
Murray
being
fan?
me. I am.
Caddyshack?
Hey, I'm just being me. I'm just being who I am.
You
And
don't
I'm
like-
not a Bill Murray fan.
You don't like Caddyshack?
You know, there's something about Bill Murray that has always put me off, and I can't pinpoint what it is.
Ghostbusters?
Nope. It has some. I'm telling you. I'm not kidding. Okay.
You hurt my soul.
Hi everyone. I am a weirdo. My name's Marianne. And I work at the fire hall. But I'm a little weird in that.
I'm not sure you like Zombieland then. Because it's...
I'm a little sensitive to stuff, and I'm a little sensitive to people's personalities and I don't know how to explain it. He has always put me off. I've just never, honest. I'm being dead serious. There's something about him.
I need to figure
that
out
I've
what
never
it is
liked.
so I can fix it.
No, you'll never fix it. You'll never fix it. I don't know how to explain it. It's really deep, guys. I don't know how to explain it, but. Yep.
Have you ever seen Adventureland? Has Jesse Eisenberg in it? And
I think so.
Ryan
That's where they
Reynolds.
build their own
Gosh, you
theme
guys are
park,
really
right?
interesting. They're looking at their phones, figuring out movies they've all watched together.
It's the
Not
one
together.
where
Oh,
the guy who plays
Not together.
Jesse Eisenberg, the guy he plays, is like going to an amusement park to work all this and that. And Ryan Reynolds is in it, and Kristen Stewart.
what kind of movie is it? Funny.
It's a romance comedy.
Oh,
But
then
It's a
probably not.
rom-com.
Probably not. Probably haven't seen it. On a different note, because this goes back to our Camp 18 days. Have you ever seen the movie Waiting with Ryan Reynolds?
Maybe a long.
They work at Shenanigans.
Long time ago.
Such a good movie. Reminds me of a lot of our Camp 18 days.
You know, we used to talk about Camp 18. We used to talk about opening up a restaurant where people the wait staff actually spoke their minds.
They have those.
Yeah.
Um,
They
Purge
do?
Days.
What's it called?
Purge Days.
Purge days. Yeah.
There's
So anything that you do, instead of the waitress just being smiley and acting like it didn't affect them, or they're like, sure, yeah, love to get that for you, and then they go in the back and they say bad things about you. Instead of that happening, they just tell you to your face.
they. Well,
Go get
they,
a moocher.
They have those restaurants down in like Vegas and stuff, to where you go in and the wait staff is just complete tools to you the whole time, and you get to wear like a chef's hat with what the waitress thinks of you on the chef's hat.
Oh my god.
Like they'll write "big fat pig" on it, put it on your head.
Now see, we used to talk about doing that. How long have those restaurants been around?
Oh, 10 years,
Oh yeah.
10, 15 years.
Well, I haven't
It's been a
been.
while.
I haven't been to Camp 18 for probably 12 years. So that before it predates those actual restaurants opening up. As a matter of fact, I think it was Carrie. It was her. I think it was Carrie, the original one, that started talking about that. Wouldn't that be cool if we did this? And would people come to it?
Oh yeah, people go.
Yeah.
Like they make money off of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pizza with a professional. I didn't tell you about that, did I?
What?
Pizza with a professional. So Jewel School is doing this thing with kids that have graduated from Jewel and then have gone off and started careers for themselves. Right? So, like myself graduating from Jewel and
Oh, pizza with a professional.
with a professional. So, like this month, they're doing it with Alex Lerma, who is a deputy sheriff for Clatsop County. Last month, they did it with.
Said it was your husband.
Last month, they did it with Laura Clark, who's the nurse at the school. The month before that, they did it with, I can't remember what her name was, but she actually graduated with a doctorate in marine biology and then went out on a NOAA ship to do marine research
Wow.
and all this other stuff. So I pull kids in the room, they have pizza, and I get to talk about crap. So
When?
they want me to do pizza with a professional.
Are you gonna wear your Class B?
Mhm.
Yes.
I will. I'll tell you when it is, because I just
These
got the email.
fellas look real nice when they wear their Class Bs. Which is a nice
Never
black
mind.
button-down shirt
Never mind.
with
It
their-
doesn't say the date that I'm supposed to do
with
it.
their
Did I put it on the
badge.
calendar?
He's still talking. With their badge, it says
You
their
asked me a
name,
question. I'm trying to answer
all the
it for
stuff, and they look really nice.
you. Is it in March? Yep, March 12th. March 12th at noon.
Why do I feel something's happening at? I gotta go to that. It's in that same time frame, I think. I have to go to Albany for the local budget one.
And then March 13th through the 15th, I'll be gone.
Did you? What did I just say?
You'll be going to Albany for the local budget law class.
Okay.
At
And
some
then
point.
what are you gonna be gone for?
Yeah, see, here's the problem. I'll be going for the IMT conference. Skipping back, here's the issue. What did I just say? I listened to everything
Because
that
he's
you
practically
say.
talking over what I said. So I am just simply going back and saying, did you even hear what I said?
Yes, I hear everything you say.
Does he though? Women, am I
I don't.
right?
I don't know. Does he? Does he? How many times have I gotten what you said wrong when you asked me, what did I just say to you?
I don't remember.
Yeah, none. Never. Never have I gotten it wrong. I can repeat almost exactly what you said to me every time.
Okay, carry on.
But, so the 13th through the 15th, I'll be gone.
IMT training. Didn't you already do that? Aren't you an IMT person?
I do it every year. Every year I go to Sun River for
Why
the
does the
summer.
calendar say IMT all month long?
It's not all month. It's from the 13th through the 15th on March.
No, I mean, if you look in the calendar,
Oh, because I'm technically on call.
for like a whole month?
Yeah. When we're out of fire season, we go 1 month on, 2 months off. So, yeah, I'm on call all month. If there's a flood or if there's
Okay.
natural disaster in another state, they won't take me because I'm just a trainee.
Do you have people that are ready for Conflag now? I mean, like they have everything they need and like could go if they called tomorrow for that big fire over in Bend?
There's no big fire over Bend.
I'm making it up.
Yeah, don't lie to me. It's snowing there.
I'm just saying, or like you be like, okay, the people that want, are there people that want to go? Do they have everything done, or does everyone still have certain things they need to complete?
I don't know. Kaylee, you tell me. Are you ready to go?
No,
You got
that
your
is
classes
not
done?
sure is not the answer.
Then no. I've got Steve.
Is he like have all the stuff?
He
done?
still has stuff packed from last year.
I mean, but okay, so he has all his certifications and everything.
Mhm,
Okay.
he's ready to go.
That's all I was asking.
He's ready to go. Olaf's ready to go. Johnny's ready to go. Oh, and I won't talk about that. We'll talk about that offline.
Have you seen Man of the House?
Which one?
This is what she's doing. This is what she's doing. We got her hooked, and now she's looking to see all of
Which
the
one?
different
The
movies she
one,
ever liked that she
with
watched.
Tim Allen and what's his face? Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That was
where-
Man of the House.
It's one of the Man of the Houses. Hang on.
There's more than one.
Yes, because there's one with Tommy Lee Jones, who's a Texas Ranger that is protecting the cheerleaders from Texas University.
You like
Or,
that one?
that's the one she's talking about. Or there's Tim Allen and Jonathan Taylor Thomas did one where Tim Allen is the stepdad that comes in and Jonathan Taylor Thomas is in the Boy Scout group and they go on a camping trip. That was Man of the House too.
Did you watch all of the movies?
Yes, I've seen both of those.
You've seen a lot of movies.
That's what I did as a kid. We didn't have satellite
You just watched the movies?
movies. VHS, baby. Before the old DVDs.
I remember old VHS.
All three.
You have all three.
We
I
had
remember-
Cable, we had DVDs, and we had.
I remember when all of our vehicles had tape decks in them,
Mm-hmm.
and I was so sad because
Because all you had was 8 tracks.
no,
Oh.
I'm not. Oh my gosh, he just dated me 20 years older than I am.
They had 8 tracks in the 80s.
I was.
When did
a-
you graduate? 92?
I graduated in '92. No, I had tape decks, and I was sad because then it went from tape deck to CD. So
Mhm.
then you had to just buy everything that you wanted to listen to on CD.
No. You buy a boombox that has a tape deck in it that plays CDs, and you could record the CD onto the tape.
Sounds
Or
like
you
it sounded
just
like crap when
buy
we did that. Just
Order
FYI, everyone.
CDs and illegally burn
What?
music onto the CDs.
We couldn't do that.
We
back
don't do
then.
illegal things.
That was back before CD burners. Sorry, kid. Or what else you could do? So you could play the radio, and when your favorite song come on, you hit record, and then it recorded to the tape.
That's what I did when I was 8
Ah,
in my house. In
So
my
good.
house, I taped all, and I would get so upset because
Sounded
the DJ would keep talking through
Yes,
the intro.
through the intro.
And you're like, shh.
like
Everyone's gonna know it's a.
they would
recording.
waste the whole intro still talking, and then
Yep.
so on your
I hated
tape
it.
you had to listen to the DJ talk through the intro of your song,
Yes.
and then play the song, and then on the outro, like even before the song finished, they would start talking again. Yes.
That's all you had. That's what you did when you were 8 years old, and that's the only way you could get music. Yep. Anyway, and then it went from CD, and then it went to downloads. Is that what you call it? Just downloads? Downloadable. Streaming.
MP3s.
I guess there was MP3s. I missed that era.
Aux
just the
cord.
streaming. What?
The aux cord,
I don't even know what that is.
where you plug it into your phone, and then there's a little plug-in jack into your car so that you
Did
can
anyone
plug it
know
onto
what that was called? An aux cord?
It says aux input right
I
on
have
it.
one in my car.
AUX.
Auxiliary,
Yes, auxiliary.
not aux cord.
Aux.
Aux port.
Aux port.
Yeah, it's an auxiliary port. You put it in there.
And
plug
it's
it
an
in your
aux
phone.
cord.
I have one in my car. I use it every day.
That was
Except
back
it's
when
hooked up to a Bluetooth thing.
that was back when your cell phone still had headphone jack.
And it's not.
Back in the day. We're getting older because we're having back in the day stories now. That is really, if that doesn't date you and tell you you're getting older, I don't know what does.
No, that's
No,
called
you know-
back in the day when you had like the iPhone 3G or whatever it was, and you could wash that thing in a washing machine and it still wouldn't die because that's exactly what my aunt did. And she still had
I don't
it.
want to hear about your iPhone that wouldn't die. I had a Nokia brick.
I didn't get a phone until
You could run that
after
thing
8th
over with a
grade,
car.
So
Oh, you didn't get a phone till the 8th grade?
after 8th grade.
Oh, they didn't
I
have
think,
cell
yeah.
phones in 8th grade.
I'm like, when did I get my first cell phone? I think it was probably when I was late 20s, early 30s. And yeah, so there's that.
Mom's first phone, she has it in her closet. I found it one day.
That's kind of cool.
And
First phone.
yeah, it's like a full-blown rectangle. It's not one of the big bricks, but it's like a big rectangle. It's got a big antenna, and it says Nokia on it.
Right on, yeah.
That's where she got her love for Nokias, and then she finally went to Samsung.
She went to Samsung.
Yeah, she had a Nokia for the longest time, and then every time she would have it for like a year, she would unplug it for like 5 minutes and it would die. So she always had to have it plugged in.
Yeah, because the Nokia brick, you could run that thing over with a tank and it would still work. And the only game you had on it, two games. You had Tetris and you had Snake.
Well, let me tell you this. I just thought of something that you and my one friend have in common.
Which one, friend? Matt?
No,
Which one, friend?
Francie. You and Francie both like Sam's. Isn't that Galaxy or what?
Yeah.
What do you call it? What do you have?
I have a
Droid?
Google Pixel.
You have a Google Pixel?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, they used to have something in common. I think she uses a Android. I think her and Tim like Android.
So Samsung's, Google's.
Yeah, any other phone that it doesn't have a fruit on the back is
Yeah.
an Android.
It's an Android.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh. So you do have something in common. That's cute.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
why
have
I
an
can never
Apple.
text his phone whenever I'm here. because
Yet
it's
every
damn
other Apple
Android.
Every other Apple in this building
It's because they
can.
all have Verizon.
I
have
think she's
freaking
right.
AT&T.
I think she's right. I never realized that. But then you brought that up because we have Apple phones. The majority of us have Apple phones, and he has the Droid. Right?
But
And-
everybody is
but-
Verizon.
I
So
know,
you're
but
saying
everyone
AT&T
has.
sucks and Apple sucks
on.
at the same time.
Yep.
Everybody has. Most of us have Verizon, but she has AT&T. And you know who else I had a problem with this with? Ole's when he had an employee, he had a Droid, and I had a hard time. I wonder getting through to him on my phone. I'm wondering if he also had AT&T.
Because I can't send stuff to my mom because she has a Samsung. So I have to text her on Messenger whenever I'm out here out at Grandma's.
Wow. See, I think AT&T sucks.
True fact.
Yeah,
Legit.
but my mother thinks that Verizon steals your money from you, so she will never go to Verizon.
They all steal your money from
They
you.
all steal.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter which company you're with.
They're all out to get your money.
Yeah. That's how they earn a living.
Yes. So I'm looking over there. There's still pancakes left. You guys
There's
didn't eat
2.
them? Wow.
I made quite a bit this morning.
Well, you had to because if you didn't, you were gonna overflow
Yeah.
your
I only used a cup of starter.
jar. Did you feed your Delio? Feed your starter today?
No, not today. I
He's
said
putting
that.
a cup in a week. Yeah, Julie.
Yeah, it's a cup
Does he
every
have
week.
to have a cup a week in there?
That's what she told me, was feed it a cup of flour, 2/3 cups of water.
And that's what Will told me.
Well, just because Will told you that
we already had to
doesn't
transfer
mean
ours.
Aunt Julie said it. I'm just double checking with Aunt Julie.
You have the text message of what she told me to do.
Aunt Julie, I'm just not. He has so much.
Next week, we're not doing garlic knots. Next week, we're gonna try out the pizza crust recipe that Aunt Julie got me.
We should do pizza bombs.
Huh?
What's a
It's
pizza
like
bowl?
the same thing as a garlic knot, except you put cheese, marinara sauce, and pepperoni.
Well,
inside.
we're
It's almost like a pig in a blanket, but it's
well.
pizza.
Let's see what Aunt Julie says.
Tell Will and Kaylee I'm bringing cream puffs.
Because she loves us.
And then I sent Marianne a picture.
This is
Oh yeah,
cute.
Marianne told us yesterday because she didn't come
I
to work.
feed once a week, but you need to use some of it or put part in another jar and feed both. I made sourdough cinnamon rolls. Yes, we know, Aunt
Yes.
Julie.
Yes, and they were delicious. Thank you, Aunt Julie.
Today, before they leave for the weekend, take it out a day before and feed it, leaving it out for 24 hours until it's doubled in size. Feed again. It just said when to feed it.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure she texted you of how to feed it too. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway,
I think he's making it up.
how would I come up with a cup of flour and 2/3 cup of water
I
if
think
Aunt Julie did not tell
I-
me what to do?
He's a rogue. Will's a rogue.
You're not wrong.
Will's a rogue, and if you make a suggestion, he might take part of your suggestion and then put his own little twist on it. And I think his twist is a whole entire 1 cup of flour every week in his starter.
Well, now we got a bigger jar, so I can feed it
What are
2
you
cups.
just gonna keep getting burger jars? You
Yeah.
just keep feeding it. It's his baby.
Pretty
Now
soon
he's
it's gonna
calling
be
it-
in that
Yeah, I
drink
know.
thing.
There's this big, huge lemonade thing up there that he's looking at. And he's gonna start calling
Oh,
it
no.
his fire starter. And yeah,
We can start selling it at Hood to Coast.
That would be good.
who are you gonna sell it to? What are you gonna out
The
there on the
runner.
side of the road? You think a runner wants to hold a jar of fire starter?
No,
What-
that's when you give it to us and then we sell it
At
at
the-
Exchange
yeah.
24 because that's where all the cars are parked.
when they don't have refrigeration for
Coolers, they got coolers. It can survive.
It can survive 24 hours with no fridge.
True
It'll be
statement.
fine.
Okay, well, you convince your grandmother that you're gonna sell fire starter out there.
That would be a great fundraiser.
Yeah. More money for this.
Listen here. When
Okay,
you do
let's-
the fire
listen here.
starter,
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
you sell it if it's for the fire district. You sell it at the picnic.
But technically.
Can I get an amen or something over here?
Sorry, my wife texted me about my daughter that's destroying our house.
Oh, that's good.
Because we're trying to get rid of all the baby toys. Like the stuff that she really doesn't play with anymore. Because our house is full of baby toys. And now that my wife is taking pictures of it to give it away to other people that may need some baby toys for their baby. This is the issue that we run into. She starts playing with everything again. And now she figured out that she has no fear. And she figured out that she can ride her, she's got this little like Disney princess push car thing that she can scoot around on. Well, now she figured out she can ride that thing like a skateboard and stand up on it.
Oh my.
She's fallen off at least 3 times that I know of.
Did she cry?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she does.
Well, it sits like this high off the ground, and she's standing on it. So from the table, it sits about that high off the ground.
Takes a little tumble.
And then her head is just so big that she's very top heavy. So of course when she falls,
Don't ever say that about any other woman ever. just your daughter is okay. Well, she's a child. Anyways.
that they're top heavy or that they
God,
have a big
stop
head?
saying that. That's terrible.
Which one? Which one can I
Don't
not
say
say?
it again. Don't say it again. We're all gonna get in trouble.
Okay, if Joe is here, he would start laughing.
We're all gonna get in trouble.
But yeah, I got a text from my wife that said if I come home and our room is a toy disaster, just don't worry about it. My plan was to go through stuff today, but ... Who are you gonna shoot with that thing? The camera?
I was trying to see if I shot it hard enough if it would break the screen.
It
I
wouldn't
don't
break
really
the.
Please don't break the screen on the iPad.
I really don't want to try it.
We finally got a camera that's decent.
Did we get a camera that's decent, or does this just have more lighting?
It's a camera that's decent because it's an Apple product, and the computer ones suck.
Yeah, Dell.
But that one doesn't. That little.
That
Oh
camera
yeah,
is-
that one's awful.
You
Absolutely
think that one's
awful.
awful?
That one
Oh, yeah.
sucks.
Compared to this camera quality, that one is garbage.
But we're farther away
True
from.
statement.
We're farther away, so we're not like up in your face.
Up in your grill,
more.
as the kids would say. Speaking of kids would say. See, I'm the one coming up with all the topics today. Where are yours?
I've
Anyway.
been a little busy.
So have I.
Doing what?
Had fire defense board meeting Monday. I had to go teach class Monday. What time did I finally get? What time did I finally get back here? Oh yeah, like 3
Yeah, after he got
on
done.
Monday.
He had to go get something to eat, and
Did I get something to eat on Monday? No,
No,
didn't
we
eat
made
anything.
burgers.
I made burgers Monday.
anyway, he drove 10 miles an hour all the way home.
No. I won't say how close that was. Oh, that's
probably
the
a good idea.
that's the day that Zach had his little incident.
Was that on Monday? That wasn't on Monday.
That was Monday.
That was Monday?
That was Monday.
What's today?
Today's Thursday.
Oh,
Yeah, we've been
Okay.
gone for 12 days.
Tuesday, I had the old Lakota meeting over in Klotskanai in the morning.
Hmm.
How did I get back from that?
I don't know.
I spent like 2 minutes here, and then I had to go teach class in Jewel, which I got duped by the way, because my class started as soon as they were going to do a whole school picture, and I got dragged into the whole school picture because apparently I'm a teacher,
he's an instructor.
adjunct
Okay,
instructor.
I don't care if you're in a school picture. That's great.
Anyway,
And then Wednesday we had class over.
Oh yeah, you guys had class out here.
yeah.
How did the safety meeting go?
Fastest safety meeting.
Did you put
Not-
notes or something on my
Not.
desk?
I'll do the minutes. It's not going to be big because we
You're
didn't have
gonna
a
do the
quorum.
minutes?
Yeah, I'll do the minutes for you. I already started them. Actually, I think I already did them, and I put them in the minutes folder for the safety meeting.
Thank you.
But 9 minutes.
Who attended?
Myself,
Uh-huh.
and Julie.
And her cream puffs.
Oh my God, we'll talk about those in a second. And Lindsay,
And me.
and the moocher.
And her own moocher. Good.
The cream puffs, though. Oh, they were so good because Aunt Julie heard what I had to say about the peanut butter, so she made a peanut butter mousse.
Because this is what these two do. They get on here, we do these dealios that we're doing right now, and they think up things they want Aunt Julie to make them, and they just nonchalantly drop them. So, because they know that Aunt Julie likes to make them things, and they know that she'll surprise them.
No, she said she likes decorating things.
Yes.
She doesn't like baking, she likes decorating.
Yes.
Well, she's made you guys everything you've ever asked for.
By the way, Aunt Julie, those cream puffs did not make it to drill last night.
No, there we go.
They were gone.
Was there a lot of them?
There was 12 of them. She made a dozen.
Wow.
I had
Gone.
2, Will had 3, Joe had 1, Eli had 2.
Even Joe can't resist the cream puffs.
Oh my God! And these were
Eli?
delicious. So,
Marcellus?
yeah. So anyway, the cream puff, yeah. The peanut butter mousse on the bottom. Chocolate pudding with.
No.
Hang on. With Reese's Pieces
I would
in
watch
it.
that. You gotta remember that.
Oh my
Peanut butter
gosh.
cups were cut up and thrown in there. Oh, so good. Then the cream and the little topper, powdered sugar over the top.
You guys need to reimburse Aunt Julie for all the money she
I know.
spends on you guys.
I know. We need to start.
I mean, literally, she spares no
It's
expense.
the Aunt Julie fund. That's what
We need-
Yeah, you guys need to have an Aunt
I was
Julie
going to say
fund
maybe that.
because she puts a lot of money out on all these ingredients for you two schmoes, but for everybody else that might come in and get the
We pay her back
residuals
in
of what you don't
Yes.
eat.
Yes, we pay her back.
You pay her back in love. They
I
pay her
literally
back in
walked up to
love.
her. And she was standing right there. I go, Aunt Julie, I love you. And she goes, I love you too.
Oh my gosh, you guys got her hook, line, and sinker.
Well, I can't deny it, but we do appreciate it.
I know
we
you guys.
love all the
She
stuff.
appreciates.
I would
They appreciate putting all
starve.
that stuff right in their tum tums.
Oh yes.
I would starve if she didn't make it.
That's not true. Look at you! Did you see her little
Yes.
moochy face right
Yes.
there? Mooch, there is no freaking way you're gonna starve at this fire station because not only do you have Aunt Julie who hears everything you say and then you just suck up like you just did, you also have Will who can't resist feeding you.
Well, I can't resist feeding myself, and she's just a byproduct of that, so I make extra. Like the burgers, I made like 5 burgers.
Yeah, he comes back and he makes
I
all
was
these burgers
starving to death.
to feed him and the kid.
And then one of the buns was gross.
Oh, you poor thing.
It's alright, I found more.
You poor thing. Why do you put stuff on the fridge?
So
Okay,
it's there.
hey everyone. Does anyone agree with me on this?
No.
No,
Putting bread on the top of the fridge makes it mold faster.
no.
We have
Has
ours
anyone
on
ever-
top of our microwave.
Has anyone
Where are you
ever
gonna put it? The fridge?
Hi. Has
Ew.
anyone ever thought of that? Have you ever, like, people that
No.
cook a lot, have you ever noticed that if you keep your bread on top of the fridge, that it molds faster?
That's
Where
like
else-
saying
where are you
chips
gonna
go
put it?
bad faster if they're on
Put
top
it on
of
the
fridge.
freaking counter somewhere.
Why is it different
I
3
don't,
feet lower?
I don't know, but I am telling you, it molds faster if you put your bread on top of the fridge.
No.
Why?
I don't, you tell me, it has something to do, I think, has something to do about the moisture of the refrigerator. Truly. I'm not kidding.
It's in a
You know
bag.
what, 18-year-old? Don't have an opinion. 18-year-old that doesn't know how to cook, stop having an opinion on this.
It's wrapped in a bag.
What does that matter?
How's the moisture getting?
I'm just telling you, it molds faster up there. Go ahead. Go ahead, keep
Well,
putting all the
your-
bread up there. You guys are the
your-
one eating it, I'm not, I don't
Your
care.
logic makes no sense to me.
I'm just saying, from one experienced cook to
and,
another.
and on a different note, since we're the ones eating it, you know what penicillin's made out of, right?
Yeah, eat it up. That's why she just said she wouldn't eat one of the buns. Yeah, keep talking, Kaylee.
Well, this was different. It wasn't really mold.
Oh,
it was
really?
kind
Well,
of
she
black.
wasn't.
It was black.
That is some kind of mold or nastiness.
I don't know what it was, but it wasn't regular bread mold. So I threw it away.
Oh,
That's how you know it's bad, when I throw it away.
probably because it's on top of the fridge.
Did you guys hear? This is news, but I don't know yet. Did you guys hear about the bubonic plague?
Bubonic.
Yeah.
Bubonic
No,
plague.
what about it?
Apparently there's a case in Oregon about it, and it came from a house cat.
A house cat?
See, and that's why you don't have cats.
I have
Well, I have
two.
2 barn cats.
I have 2 house cats, but we've had them for years.
I wonder why would just a house cat get
Because it ate a rodent that got it.
Do you remember, this is a long time ago. This is like when I first moved out here. You won't remember. You weren't alive yet, Kaylee. There was something about mouse droppings. There was this big thing going around, and people were getting really, really sick off of mice droppings. They had a name for it. There was a name for whatever this strain of something was, and it was from mice. And everyone was freaking out about it. And what was Marianne over here doing? Early 20s. She was cleaning out an old barn that no one had touched in years. It was filthy, and there was rat and mice feces everywhere. I was in there. I didn't care. I just wanted that barn cleaned out. That was the old Berg barn. Because whoever used it before me used to bring their cows through there, and they let them crap all over the floor, and then they never cleaned it up. And that must have been for, I don't know, 10 or so years. That stuff turns into practically cement on the floor, and you can't get it up. But anyway, aside from that, there was all this old hay chaff. It was dusty, filthy, dirty. And there's mice and rat feces in it. And I cleaned it all out by hand.
Is that the barn that you're using now?
Yes.
Or? Oh.
Yeah, no, that whole side that has stalls,
Mhm.
it was just, none of those stalls were there. And it was, it's an ancient old barn. When Nick was a kid, they used to have workhorses for the fields, and they were just standing stalls.
Well,
So all night long, they just bring them in. They were these narrow stalls, and you just tied the horse up, and that's where the horse lived with food in front of it and water until they came and got it the next day. So there weren't any like real stalls, but no one had used it for that purpose for a bazillion years. But a guy was, there's been a couple different guys. One was Lou Valera. I don't think Lou brought cows in the barn. It was a Shetler. I can't think of his name. Chip Shetler, I think, was in there. And they would they brought cows in because there was cow crap everywhere. But it had to get cleaned out because there wasn't a level surface on the floor because it was just covered in cow crap.
So
Old cow crap.
the barn that is in the next field over.
That's
Was
not
that,
ours.
that's not yours.
No, that's Olin Younger
Oh, okay.
And that's, that was an old, that's on their property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one that's falling down. Yeah, and there used to be, there was another barn where my barn stands now. There was another barn there beforehand, but one of the Bird kids, not Nick, was playing with matches in the loft, and
That's
they
a
burned,
good idea.
they burned that barn down. And then the new barn, well, it's not new now. My old barn is getting very old, and that's why we're hoping to get something else, hopefully this summer. But then they had to build the new barn, which is all timbers from that property. Everything that was used to build that barn was from the property. And it was, it was a great big giant barn, but it never had a real foundation under it. It was just on big cedar blocks. And that area gets wet, so the cedar blocks are deteriorating, and so the whole barn is it's shifting. Like, there's some lower spots, and so if you don't have a good foundation, never build on a bad foundation on anything you do in life, and that's why, because the rest of the building will come down on it if the foundation is not right, and that's kind of what's happening to this old barn now.
Yeah,
So-
the big like 6x6 timbers are starting to split.
Oh yeah, if you look up, yeah, there's one big timber is completely split. Yeah, and it's stalled. Why? Because it's not on a balanced it's not on a level foundation anymore. So it's just an old barn. It's an old. I think that has got to be one of the oldest usable barns, maybe still around in this little
Mhm.
area.
Has to be.
And usable because I literally built stalls in it and put stalls in it, and I've done my very best to take good care of that barn on the inside, but I can't fix the foundation. It's to fix the foundation on that old barn. It's a 80 by 100 barn. No, it's 40 by 100, I think. Would cost so much money that it's not worth putting it in because the rest of the barn is already so old. It needs all new siding. The timbers are already splitting. It's just, yeah. If a millionaire wants to come and refurbish that barn for us, free of charge so it looks cool, be my guest. But since we're not millionaires, we won't be taking on that task.
Oh, we're running up on close to an hour. Okay, so I have an idea
Okay.
on how to end this thing. So I looked up funny podcast questions. So I'm gonna ask you one, and then we're gonna end on that.
Okay.
Da-da-da. So this might not be a good one to ask you because you probably don't have a whole lot of people show up at your house. Well, at your house specifically, not the property that you live on,
I'm a
because
hermit.
everybody shows up there.
I'm a hermit.
But nobody goes in your house. So I'm curious of what's the weirdest thing a guest has done in your house?
Nothing, because I don't
Because you
invite
don't have
anybody
people.
over.
Yep. So that's that.
Nice try.
Okay, fine. If you could remove one emotion from the world forever, which one would it be?
Hate.
Is that an emotion?
What would you call it?
I don't feel like that's an emotion.
Well, I'm not gonna remove crying. That's the way people get out emotion. I like it when people are happy. Is happy an emotion?
I think so.
Then why isn't hate an emotion?
I don't feel like hate's an emotion.
It's hateful.
It's just
What is it if you guys don't like
Oh.
it? That's what I would say.
But sometimes I like hate
Why?
because I don't talk to people that way.
You asked me a question and I said, that is my
Your
answer.
questions don't come up with good answers.
I say I would remove the hate emotion. I think people are hateful, and I would want to remove that. I understand people are hurt and all those things, but I wish we could remove the hate because the hate brings
I feel like that's more of a
hurt.
an emotion, a feeling.
I was gonna say feeling, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot.
Like
So give me my emotions then. I'm supposed to pick from, since you seem to know everything.
I don't know everything.
Since he seems to know everything,
We know I don't
maybe
know
he
everything.
should give me an example of
We need to get-
emotions. Maybe he should give me an
Happy,
example of
sad,
emotions
fear,
that I can choose
anger.
from.
Happy, sad, fear, anger.
That's all I got.
That's
Okay, fine,
four of them.
fine. This is a good one for you. because I know how you are with your
Question
plants.
number 3.
If you could have a superpower that let you talk to plants, but you could only tell them dad jokes, would you still do it? And what dad jokes would you tell them?
That's so dumb.
I know.
This is I think that question that you just read because you think that's funny. I want you all to know that's the kind of comedy and humor in his movies he thinks is funny.
Very true. Because, like you said, myself and our illustrious fire chief are 12-year-olds.
That is 100%. 100%.
So that stuff makes me laugh. So,
Try again.
back to the question at hand.
No.
Do you not know any dad jokes?
I wouldn't care. I'm not talking to my plants about dad jokes.
You talk to your plants and they don't talk back.
I mean, what does it matter if I talk to my plants? I talk to my dog and he doesn't talk back.
Yeah, he does.
How does he?
He woofs.
Growls.
He growls.
He whines.
He whines.
I've
I've heard him.
He chortles. We call it chortling.
Oh, well, he talks back to you.
Yeah, that's.
Your plants do not.
Yeah.
Okay, give me something else. These are lame.
I know.
It was your great idea that we're ending on. It's 59 minutes, up
Okay.
1 hour, and he
Okay,
still
fine,
hasn't gotten a
fine,
good one.
fine. How many chickens would
Figures.
it take to kill an elephant?
That's a good question.
4.
Why 4?
I don't know.
Where do you get 4 from?
It's the first number that popped in my head.
Okay. Let's just call
Okay.
it a day,
No,
shall
no.
we? Because
No,
how
no,
many
no.
chickens can kill an elephant? I don't really care, and or
That's
want to
a weird.
waste
That's,
or want to waste brain power trying to figure out.
that's a weird question.
What?
Would you rather walk around naked in public or go to jail for a year?
Like, how long do I have to walk around naked in public?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says, would you rather walk around naked in public or go to jail for a year?
Well, Marion's
Depends,
a hermit.
man.
Marion's a hermit, so she wouldn't be out in public that often.
She's got you there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I would humiliate myself and walk in public probably because I don't really give a whole lot of two bleeps about what anyone thinks. So there you go. I'm not going to jail, but if I did go to jail, I would be like the mob boss.
I
in
was
jail.
gonna say you would run that.
I'd run that jail, and yeah, everybody'd be saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
What was that noise? That was a weird noise.
Library station.
I don't
Okay.
have
What would you do?
360.
Well, why
Do
don't
you
you
have-
answer the question?
Oh, I would totally walk around naked in public. Good.
You?
Oh,
Yeah.
And I would.
I wouldn't survive jail.
Oh, I would. Okay.
I'd run that stuff.
I
I mean,
would
you want to
not-
see me be tough? Put me in there, and I'll run.
It has really bad food.
See, and that
That's
doesn't
what
bother
you're
me.
worried about. All you gotta do is
I
call
just-
Aunt Julie.
And Julie, I need a cake. Put a file in it for me, would ya?
But would you make it peanut butter mousse and chocolate with chocolate chunks? And then Aunt Julie be like, "Say no more, dear. I'll be over tomorrow."
Okay, last question. What would the title of your autobiography be if it had to make people laugh?
I'm not a funny person.
There's people on this podcast that beg to differ. Like
What
our-
would yours be? Come on.
If it had to make people laugh,
What would your
welcome to the Bleep Show. Because I don't know how to bleep stuff out on my video editing
Okay,
stuff yet.
off the cuff, it's gonna be, Mama said knock you out. You got one?
Well, you got to think of one. What? Oh, the Salt and Pepper song. What's it?
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
That's TLC.
See, I do it every time.
You are killing me.
I do it every time.
That's like your music too.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Oh, always on his way.
Oh, where's he coming from?
Oh,
Is he coming here?
No, he's holding.
He's walking.
Wait.
Birkenfeld
Where'd he go?
Bigfoot.
Oh, he's at his parents' house.
Oh, man.
He's at his parents' house. Oli, don't go into the stall. Remember, I want you to be alive when I get home tonight.
Yeah, Holly might.
Holly
break
might.
you.
Yeah, she might. Yeah, break you in two pieces.
All right, what do you got, Mooch? That's probably gonna be The Mooch.
Mm-hmm.
How to
Mooch is
mooch?
only 18. She doesn't have much of an autobiography.
How to mooch your way through life?
Yeah.
How to
there you
mooch
go.
your yes.
I'm
How to
only
mooch
18,
your
I
way
don't have
through
that
your
much of a
18-year-old
life.
life. What?
I said I'm only 18 and I don't have that much of a life. Most of it was spent sitting on my butt doing nothing.
Mooching.
Yep, how to mooch your way through life. That's perfect.
Okay, let's wrap this up. I got work to do.
You got work to do. Don't lie to me like that. Maybe if you didn't miss days, you wouldn't have to. I got work to do. Man. Like you're so important.
I'm very important.